My fish are sick and they're all gonna die and I don't know what to do. Well, today I'm gonna start the process of helping you figure out what medication to use, starting with these right here, Maracyn and Maracyn Two. Maracyn and Maracyn Two are, in my opinion, medications that absolutely every single fish keeper should have, without exception. I've said it a million times and I'm going to say it again. It's one of those things that's better to have and not need it than to need it and not have it. Trust me, situations that occur that you might need to use medications like this never happen at a convenient time. And if it's a situation where you need to order these and wait a couple days before they show up, well, it might be too late. I'm going to end up doing a bunch of videos on medications, but I didn't want to do them all in one video because it would end up being way too long. So I wanted to start with these two because they are two of the most commonly used medications out there. And believe me when I tell you, we sell a ton of them. There's a lot of sick fish out there. So what is Maracyn and Maracyn Two? Well, to keep things simple, they're antibiotics and they treat a bunch of different types of infection. Maracyn treats gram-positive infections and Maracyn Two treats gram-negative infections. What does that mean? I have no clue. But what I do know is Maracyn, the active ingredient is erythromycin, and in Maracyn Two, it's minocycline. Hope I'm saying that right. According to Fritz, Maracyn Two is the one that'll actually also kind of cross over and treat some gram-positive infections along with certain fungal infections. So Maracyn Two actually covers a more broad spectrum of different types of infections, and it's the one that a lot of the experts would recommend that you use. Now, you're probably asking, well, if it's that powerful, why is it that it's number 2? Why isn't this one number 1? Again, I have no idea. I think it's because Maracyn was actually the one that was developed first, and then a while later along came Maracyn Two. Sounds like a good reason to me anyway. But here's the thing, it can be super difficult to diagnose exactly what type of infection your fish has. A lot of the symptoms are all the same. So one of the best strategies is to play it safe and put both of these in there. I know that sounds like a sales pitch, but I promise you it's not. The bottom line is, unless you have a microscope and you can actually identify the difference between one infection and the other, you're not going to know what you're treating. You want to be sure you're going to knock it out? Just treat it with both. Well, why don't they just make one medication that combines both of these and makes one big super medication? Well, again, I'm really sorry, but my answer to that is, I don't know. As far as what these treat individually, let me read from the Fritz website directly. Maracyn provides relief from bacteria infections such as body fungus, bacterial gill disease, and popeye. Also, it's helpful against mouth fungus, open lesions, hemorrhag, and slime disease. Maracyn Two provides relief from bacterial infections such as fin and tail rot, popeye, septicemia, dropsy, John, learn how to read, internal infections, and other secondary infections such as wounds from injuries or parasites. So here's the strategy that I would recommend, and in fact, this is the exact strategy that Lisa uses in our fish room. Why does Lisa do it and not me? It's just how it works out in our fish room. Lisa is a mother. She's a nurturer. That's what she does. And let's be honest, if there's a leak in a pipe in our house, she's not going to crawl herself through the crawl space and fix the leak in the pipe. That's going to be me. We have our roles. Let's say you have a fish that just looks off. Its color isn't right. Its fins are clamped. It's breathing really heavy. The odds are you're not going to have any clue what it is that's causing those symptoms in your fish. And don't worry, I wouldn't either. You know how your fish behaves and you know if it's behaving off. And this is why I said earlier, it's good to have these laying around just in case you need them, because unless this happens at like 5 p.m. on a Wednesday and you live 5 minutes away from a pet store, you're not going to be able to conveniently get this stuff and start treating right away. If your luck is anything like mine, you'll notice this issue at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night. Or maybe you do have a fish store that's only 5 minutes away, but they don't carry this. You're going to end up needing to order that from somebody that you trust online. May I recommend keepfishkeeping.com? I know the owners over there. It's an excellent choice. They're good people. Doesn't matter who you order it from, though. It's still going to take a couple days to get to you. It could be too late by then. Anyway, let's get past all that. Let's pretend that you did do the right thing and you do have these sitting around waiting for something to happen. You notice something's wrong with your fish. You don't know what it is, but you know their behavior's off. You want to treat them right away. What we do and what I would recommend you do is just put them both in. This way, you know you're covered. But the first thing you're going to want to do is remove any carbon that you have in your aquarium. If you're a carbon user, one of the main things that carbon does is neutralizes medications. So if you have carbon in there and you put these meds in, you're basically like flushing it down the toilet. It's going to do you no good. And trust me, you don't want to do that because these ain't cheap. But how much of this do I use? Well, Fritz makes that very easy. Each packet treats 10 gallons of water. So you got a 20 gallon, put 2 packets in there, and you're going to want to do that for 5 days. Don't stop it just because your fish is looking good after 2 days. Go through the entire 5-day cycle. Look at it the same way as if you were prescribed antibiotics by your doctor. The doctor would say, don't stop taking this just because you feel good. Keep taking it all the way through. You have to. I've never done that personally, but I do with my fish. Well, Lisa does. You know what I mean. But I understand there's going to be viewers of this video that are going to have smaller tanks, nano tanks that are under 10 gallons. Oh no, what do we do? Well, it's very simple. You just get a container of some type, preferably one with a lid, and you put 10 equal parts of water in there. Get you a measuring cup, fill it up 10 times, put that into that container. Once you've done that, put 1 packet in there and mix it all up really, really good. Make sure all of the medication is completely dissolved out of there. Now, all you have to do is the reverse. You have 10 doses using that same measuring cup, whatever size it was, and you know that each one of those measuring cups treats 1 gallon. So if you have a 3 gallon, 3 scoops, you're good to go. Or if you have a 5 gallon, 5 scoops, you get it. It's pretty simple math. Then what you're going to want to do, put the lid on that. You don't have to have a lid on it, but put the lid on it if you've got it. And the next day, there you go. You've already got it mixed up. Do that again. And you can keep doing that for that 5-day period. After you've done that for the 5 days, if you don't notice any improvement, just continue on for another 5 days. This is why I say it's so important to have both of these, because if you treat with Maracyn first for 5 days and it didn't do anything and you're going to move over now to Maracyn 2, well, you just wasted a whole lot of time. If you had put both of these in there from the beginning, your fish would have been better, that much faster, and you may have just saved your fish's life. If you've treated for those 5 days and you have noticed that your fish is back to normal, everything's great, you're all done, well, good. You don't need to continue the medication after the 5 days, but what you are going to want to do is a nice big water change in that tank. Fritz recommends 25%. I believe you could do as big as you want, above 25%. Don't go below 25%. If you want to do a 50% water change, I think you're perfectly fine doing that. Do your nice water change, put your carbon back in there. You're good to go. Business as usual. You just saved a life. We have Maracyn and Maracyn Two at keepfishkeeping.com. We try to keep it in stock all the time because they are big sellers. And the nice thing is they are in 10-pack varieties. And if you have a lot of tanks or bigger tanks, they're also available in a 20-pack. And the expiration of these is every 3 years. So if you buy these, you should be good to go to have them sitting around, and hopefully you never need them. But if it goes for about 3 years, you're going to want to probably replace those. Again, I know it sounds like a sales ploy, but I'm not the one that put expiration dates on them. I hope your fish never get sick, but if they do, I hope you have these sitting around so that you can treat them right away and get to the bottom of this. And like I said, you might just save a life. Anyway, that's it. Thanks. Bye.